Now my client is been playing this song, so I'm just put on the screen so something I can look back. I Spy Steady, just keep on playing, and now it's stuck to my head. Yesterday I received a phone call, a particular family friend who just checking on me and see how things was going for my nephew's private school interviewing. And I explained to him, and it turns out to be what he what it was. So yeah, there was one thing that he came out with the conversation, and I always said to myself that I need to do something for my work. I think all of us should be. We can't just rely on husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend income. There should be more than that. You have to have a lot of income stream. Warren Buffett has claimed that if you do not have a passive income, you will work till you drop. Now, retirement age at the moment may be 65 or 67, but by the time I'm going to hit retirement, I don't think I'm ever going to see retirement in my era. And about this whole competition with the family, I kind of understand why. Like myself, I've always started to question why people, especially newly arrived migrants, why they comparing apple to apple. Like I'm like, if the family member bought a Mercedes, everyone's just jumping on. If a family member is buying a Tesla, everyone's going to go on. But I think what people should understand, like if you're coming from competitive, whether you're going for a prestigious school, whatever, you have to think of this, right? Just cause maybe let's just say your family or your in-laws family are jealous, competitive, they really have to step back and look at themselves. For the last 10 years or 5 years or 20 years, is their career still the same? They have to make changes, right? Obviously, we cannot make changes on the career as much as making high, although we can do it on our end. But obviously, we can call in sick. You never know, we'll get disabled one day, maybe got in a car crash, whatever. But wealthy people have wealthy choices, can be like networking, passive income, or the job environment. Now, particularly that family friend, his job environment is in the hospital. Now, hospital, you're engaging with, like high skill profession in the hospital. And obviously, you get to meet in a wide variety range of people, right? From all walks of life, even with your patients as well. So, for me to discuss this is that your networking, the people around you, is gonna influence the way you are. Currently, my family, it gets very jealous for this family friend because of he made it. He has a couple of houses. He works in the hospital field, and he's starting running the business on the side, and he wanted to run a franchise. Whether I agreed it or whether my family agreed it or not, at least he has a vision and a goal. And I must admit, I say he did something wrong, all right? But in his eye, he's doing everything right, and he's doing it during lockdown. So I look at my family during lockdown and after lockdown, who went even further. And obviously myself, I went change, he changed, a few of us has changed and opened the eyes. But you gotta look at yourself, who you are, what have you changed, and then you start the comparison. Instead of looking at the comparison, look at it as a learning curve, an idol, a motivation, right? So this particular person probably have, like, I don't know, 4 houses plus, 2 business. He made error with those business because he's not a business background. He's, like I mentioned, he was more of a medical background, and it's all about the networking is very, very important. My family is jealous on top of the head, and myself, I do not jealous. I actually admire him. I admire what he's doing, that everyone is scared of. There's a limit, there's a breakup. He opened a business in the other side of the town. Everyone's like saying he's stupid, but at least he's a go-getter. At least he has a goal. Alright, and he's investing his child, and he just bought a Tesla. And he also mentioned, he doesn't want to mention about it to my extended family and everything. Like, everyone's gonna get even more jealous. But I'm just there, I'm like, I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm gonna be like, that's a motivation to make me want to push harder, and maybe learn something from him. I may not copy everything what he stimulate, but he's a living person that went through try and error. That is something that most people are not willing to do. Even right now, I'm very conservative to my partner opening a business X, Y, and Z, because it's not the best time. But then again, business can be any time of the age. So that's my excuse. And to me, to look back about this competition mentality is the fact that someone has to give in, someone has to try. People can't just sit back and just compete the game. Even you're going for car loan after car loan, mortgage after mortgage, it's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to pile up the bill if your paycheck is not increasing or you don't have an income stream. That is something that I really need to slap myself out to get into that area. That's what I'm just saying. That's the video of the day, and that's the video of the day.